Okay, so today we're gonna take the Adventure M out on a range test. Now, if you guys missed my other two videos on this, I put one on Ride Electric Reviews, this channel right here, and one over on my primary channel, RunBikeMike. The one on Ride Electric Reviews, I'll put a link down below first. That is the full review of this bike stock from Aventon. So you might wanna watch that first and then jump over to RunBikeMike and watch the full modification video where I take it from a stock format to the current format that I'm going to be riding it today. And if you guys enjoy this video, I would appreciate it if you just watch it all the way through. That really helps with the algorithm. And not only that, if you are really enjoying this and you enjoy both of the videos that I put out on both channels, hit that subscribe button. It really helps. All right, guys, so just a quick idea of what's going to go on in this video. I'm going to actually track the mileage and percentage of the battery on this. So we're going to get an actual range test going all out in pedal assist 5. But not only that, I'm going to talk about the electronic shifting. I'm going to talk about the suspension, the hub spacing. I'm also going to be talking about other little details on this bike that I found really interesting that I didn't quite go into detail on my other two videos. So if you guys are wanting more in-depth information about the Adventure M and these upgrades, you're definitely going to want to stick around and watch this entire thing. All right, let's go ahead. Let's hit up the trail. Okay, guys, we're out here on the Adventure M, and I'm going to be doing the range test today. Whenever we did this on the Rambless, I got roughly about 26 to 27 miles out here on this same trail. So I thought this would be a fair assessment to bring the Adventure M out here to see exactly how far this bike can go. Let's go ahead, let's get this off the rack, and let's get started. It's hot out here. It's about 90 some degrees and the humidity is really high. So this could be a factor on this battery. I'm also running about 9 PSI. I'm gonna leave this in turbo mode the entire time. We're gonna go ahead and just give it some gas and see what this can actually do. And hopefully my camera mount up here holds up. This bike is going to be absolutely incredible out here, guys. We're about 1/10 of a mile in. Still 100% battery, of course. Trails are in really good condition. It's starting to get pretty dry out, but everything looks really good out here. Now, if you guys haven't watched my full build-up on this, definitely want to go check that out, because this is not your average emtb. In fact, it wasn't even designed to be an emtb. It was designed to be kind of an ATB, more of an all-terrain bike that could cruise around in the city. But I saw the potential in it, and this bike absolutely rips. With these big tires, it just grips everything. The Tannis armor, I don't have to worry about flats near as much as what I would without it. In fact, I would say the odds of me getting a flat are pretty low with this stuff, because it's very thick armor protection for your tires. And this bike just controls so well. Man, this bike just flies, guys. Holy crap. I am flowing through here better than I probably have on any other bike, because these tires just absorb everything. This is amazing. This is absolutely incredible. I would challenge anybody to say that this isn't a sick build. These trails are really well designed for hardtail bikes. And the fat tires give you that extra cushion. So it smooths things out. But yeah, no need for a dropper post out here. Okay guys, first check-in. I'm at 2.25 miles and I'm at 95% on the battery. So we were a little over 2.25 miles probably about actually 2.35 because I started my watch GPS a little bit late. So I do want to talk about the wireless shifting just a little bit, or the wired shifting, electronic kind of hybrid setup. This setup uses an electronic paddle, and this is made by a company called Magine. I don't know that it says the brand name at all on the Aventon website, but it is a Magine product, and you can actually see that on the device that actually has the cable routed into it down there on the chainstay. So this product, basically, you run an electronic shifter that's tied into the system down through like the motor and the controller, and then it sends a signal to the Magine little adapter, and that adapter pulls a cable. It pulls a physical cable, just as if you had a cable ran all the way up to your shifter. But it does it in a very short distance, about 8 inches at the most, maybe 6 or 7. It's very short from where it comes out of the device and then goes into the rear derailleur. So the system works pretty good. I've been pretty pleased with it. Automatic mode works the best on the road, or if you're a very light rider. Now, if you're riding aggressive like this, the automatic shifting does not work well. So just take note of that. But the nice thing is you can shift, you can switch between automatic and manual shifting, and that's what I do. I leave it on manual, and it seems to shift pretty good. It's not the fastest electronic setup, but it is definitely not slow. Now, as far as the upgrades go that I've got on this bike, the Manitou Mastodon fork is an air fork. It's a longer travel suspension than what comes on the Aventon, and it's an air fork, which if you haven't experienced an air fork and you ride anything that's somewhat rough, it's a game changer. Other upgrades that I've done, you guys saw that I did the equalizer stem and the fun full-on bars. These are both made by a company called Fun MTB. Very, very, very good products at reasonable prices. Looks like we're around 86% battery right now. We're showing 5.4 miles or 5.04 miles. So I did have somebody ask me about the hub spacing on the front fork, and the rear hub spacing, as far as I know, is actually set up to be modern mountain bike or fat bike rear hub spacing. Stock front fork comes with an older spacing, and I think they did that to keep the cost way down, but I understand they had to keep this price down when it was probably already creeping up to above what they wanted it to for what they were offering. Yeah, so 135 is the stock fork hub spacing, and 150 is a more modern fat bike fork, and that spacing has been around for quite a while. I don't think it's considered what they call boost spacing inside this mountain bike world, but it may be considered a boost spacing of some sort. But as far as I know, it is just considered now the standard for fat tire EMTBs, 150 up front. So all of your air forks that you're going to be looking at are going to come with 150 spacing. So what that means, you have to get a new front wheel. There's no adapters. Just take note, if you want to do this upgrade, you're going to need to have a new front wheel. And the front wheel brand that I have is just a budget friendly. My buddy, the Dusty Dutchman, go check out his channel. He recommended that I go with one particular brand, and that brand was about $250, and it just wasn't down with spending that much money on this build because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. Now I wouldn't regret it, but before I knew that it was going to be this good, I was a little concerned, to be honest, spending too much money on this build and it'd be a flop. We now know that is not the case. And so I went with an Alex rim. Now, Alex rims have been around for a long time, and they are very common on entry-level bikes. And when I say entry-level decent bikes, like name brand bikes have put Alex rims on mountain bikes, gravel bikes, road bikes. So the Alex rim has been around for a very long time. So I knew I was going to get a good rim, but I also knew that rim was going to probably be much heavier than the one that JT over at the Dusty Dutchman actually suggested. So JT, sorry I didn't take your advice, but I had to be a little bit of budget conscious on it. I've done 8.17 miles, 38 minutes of riding, and I'm at 73%. This thing is performing, I think, way beyond what I even anticipated. So this is really good news for the range of this bike. All right, let's keep going. All right, we're getting close to the parking lot, which I believe is close to 10 miles. We'll check everything whenever we get up here, see where we're at, make a decision on what trails we want to hit next. All right. Whew. All right, made it. All right, 9.78, so probably 9.88-ish total, but 66%. Not bad. Definitely, I would say pretty close to spot on to what I was estimating. Let's keep going before the sun sets. All right, we're gonna go over here and do a trail called Bullwinkle, and I believe Milk Route. This has a little bit of climbing in it, so it'll probably drain the battery a little bit more than what the one that we were just on. A little bit of shifting issues, nothing too terrible. Could be dialed in a little better. Tell you what, I'm tired. Wow, we are at 55% and I've done 12 miles. So this thing has the potential to do 25 miles. Man, there's deers everywhere. There's some more. Oh, I don't know that it's much of a jumper. Haven't done really any jumping of fat bikes. Here we go. Oh, that was scary. Let's check out this drop. See how it does. Oh, it is definitely not a bike made for jumping and dropping. Let's just say it's a wheels on the ground kind of bike. But we're here to test it, so might as well do these little jumps on this trail. Bit of a tricky climb here. See what these fat tires can do. All right. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, it did great. Climb that, no problem. Okay guys, I just hit 15.08 miles, so probably 15.2 in reality. And I'm at 41%. Dude, this bike is going to do around 25 miles. I'm literally racing the sun. I'm hoping that I can get kind of pointed back before too long. As much as I like having a light, I don't want the battery to die and then me not have a light. 40% on the battery exactly. I'll be curious to see what I get when I get back to the road that I just crossed. Oh, this bike rips. This bike rips. Okay guys, let's see where we're at. 17.84 miles and 29% on the battery bar. There are so many deers out here. They're kind of spooking me. They just keep popping up all over the place. But yeah, 29%, and we're at almost 18 miles. So this thing is crushing it. It's crushing it. We're at the turnaround point. I'm going to start heading back and see where we're at when we get back to the road. Let's go. And we're at 20%. And I kind of wondered that because I kind of started to feel a little bit softer in the pull. But I don't know, could just be me getting tired. So we're below 20% right now. Here, got to take it easy. Go, go, go. Yes. All right, some hill climbing. This will juice some battery. Easier gear, and let's climb. We'll see where we're at whenever we get up here to this road. It's just a little ways away. All right, here's the road. Let's cross it and then take a look at our stats. Okay. We're at 20.56 miles, so 20.66 is what I would say. We're at 16%. It is dropping pretty quick. We're at 14%, guys. What's gonna happen when we get to 10? Are we gonna have a big power drop? Since we have 13%, I'm gonna stay on the trail for a little longer than what I normally would when I get here. Just because we got those miles left. This bike's an animal, guys. All right, I'm gonna go straight so I can stay on the trail. Get a few more trail miles in since we're at 12% now. We're dropping a percentage about every half mile at this point, I think. It drops quick. And I said that at the beginning, that I thought that's what would happen. So it's usually what we see. As we see it drop huge percentages as the battery starts to get very low, starts to rethink where it's at and how much juice it actually has. So you don't want to think you can get out of the lower 20% what you can get out of the top 20%. It's just not the same. I don't know the science behind that. Maybe Matt from Electric All Wheel, if you watch this, maybe you can chime in and kind of explain some of that stuff. Maybe link a video or like let me know what video you have that explains that stuff and I'll slap it in my community tab. 9%, the power dropped. The power dropped right there, guys. 9%, you can feel that power drop. Yeah, oh, getting over 20 miles an hour is really hard when it gets down to 9%. I'm putting in a good amount of effort. The motor is not responding to it. In fact, I am shocked at how little power I'm getting. Man, it's not gonna go. Oh, there it is. 0, 24.76 miles. I have no power in the drivetrain. It is all 100% me. There we go. 24 point, I think it was 84 because I missed a 1/10 of a mile. Oh, guys, that was good. The Project M bike, the Aventon M, it performed. It really did perform. Oh, God. I am so tired. All right, guys, let's go back to the house. I'm gonna get cleaned up, think about this, look at some of this footage and kind of analyze it, and talk about what I think about this bike overall. And if you're watching this on Ride Electric Reviews and you are wanting to see this build up and how I did this, go over to my RunBikeMike channel, put a link down below. There you can actually see all this build. And if you came from RunBikeMike to watch this, thanks for stopping by. And no matter where you came from, it'd be great if I could get you guys to subscribe to both of my channels, RunBikeMike and Ride Electric Reviews. Smaller channels, trying to grow them. Yeah, let's get the subs up. I'm beat, guys. Let's go home. So there you go, guys. That was the range test on the Adventure M by Aventon. Fully upgraded to be truly trail worthy. One of the nice things about this whole upgrade process is that it really didn't take all that much to make this bike super different. The suspension fork and the front wheel were the biggest parts of this upgrade, and that's a super simple upgrade. It may not be cheap, but it definitely makes the biggest difference on any of the products that you may purchase for this bike. That's the #1 upgrade that I would go with first. Now, I hope you guys like this video. I am super close to 4,000 watch hours on this channel, Ride Electric Reviews. I'm extremely grateful for that. And as of recording this, we are so close to 3,000 subscribers. I want to keep building this channel up, and I can only do that with your support. And it's super easy. All you have to do is click that subscribe button, watch my videos, hopefully all the way through, because that really helps with the algorithm. And if you could, just click the like button and leave me a comment. Those are all free things to do that can really help this channel grow. Now, if you want to contribute a little bit more to this channel and to all my other channels, you can jump over to my Patreon, Mike's Unlocked Garage. Guys, this project was super fun. If you have any other suggestions for videos on the Adventure M that you would like to see, let me know in the comments below, and I will possibly make a video on this. I plan on riding this bike quite a bit, especially when we get to the winter months. I'm hoping that we might get a little bit of snow in my area so that I can ride this thing out on the trails in the snow. I think this thing would be awesome. And of course, if you want to pick up your very own Adventure M and you also want to pick up any of the things that I installed on this, I'm going to put links down below so you can check those things out. But as always, guys, get out there and ride your e-bike.